Okay, so here we go, another video in the same location because I'm filming this on the same day. I'm trying to streamline my YouTube videos and trying to churn some videos out for the foreseeable, let's just say. I'm not going to say regular upload times or anything like that because I can't stick to it. But yeah, it's just trying to streamline my YouTube, and I've been working away behind the scenes sort of a long time now, probably the past 6 months, doing a lot of photography still, but just not posting about it, not really uploading to Instagram either. Now I want to I feel like I'm in a place where I can share some of my images that I've collected over the last 6 months, and that's what I'm going to do with you now. So this is my new Ricoh GR. It's not new, it's secondhand. I paid 400 quid for it. I did make a video about it maybe last week, so go check that out. But this is my new street photography camera. This is what I use. This is my daily shooter. This is every day in my pocket. And what I wanted to do with my YouTube channel was maybe try and show you weekly photos that I take, doing the mundane tasks that everyone does on a daily basis, and the photos that I collect from that week. And that's exactly what this video is. This is my first week with my Ricoh GR. I'm going to talk you through some of the photos and the locations and where it went. I've not gone out shoot street with this on purpose. This is purely just everyday carry, behind the scenes. A lot of this will be behind the scenes of my commercial photography work that I do, because that's one thing I really wanted like a small camera for, was to shoot some behind the scenes stuff. And it's been quite interesting over the last 6 months. A lot of the images that I shoot behind the scenes of jobs, the client actually really enjoys. Like, they really love that sort of behind the scenes aspect and sort of caught off guard image. So I've been enjoying shooting that. And yeah, so here are some of the photos. So I'm going to talk through them and I'm going to overlay them over the screen. This is the first week I got this Ricoh GR, and I landed a job with a company called 18 Waves. And 18 Waves is basically an online blog that talks about, it's sort of locations in the UK that are great for surfing, water sports, and great golf. They sort of mix surf and golf together, and they sort of write a blog about locations in the UK. It's great for them kind of things. So 18 Waves were collaborating with Surf Against Sewage and Steel and Stitches, or Stitches and Steel, I can't remember. They basically build camper vans, really cool, quirky gear. Really cool guys, met them. Anyway, so we went away to Frinton-on-Sea Golf Club, and we shot some stuff over at Frinton-on-Sea Golf Club showing how beautiful Frinton-on-Sea is. And here are some images from behind the scenes. So it's basically, my job was to follow around some people playing some golf and capture the course. We've got some epic drone shots and stuff like that. Capture a little bit of video and a little bit of photo. And then these are some shots that I took with the Ricoh GR throughout the day. There's some great ones here, like, I'm just looking for them now and they're just incredible, like, just looks so cool. I just love black and white, man. If I could shoot all my professional work in black and white, I really would, and that might be something that I sort of push towards one day, and just sort of niche it down to just black and white work. But anyway, we'll talk about that another day. But anyway, Frinton-on-Sea, what an amazing golf club, really old school. Anyway, after Frinton-on-Sea, we headed down to a little island, technically, called Mersey, which is in Essex. And 18 Waves camped down on Mersey Island. When I say 18 Waves, Jeff, who owns 18 Waves, he camped down there in his new electric camper, down the seafront. What a spot to camp in, and it's just such a cool, Mersey Island's cool, man. If you've ever been, you'll love it. Like, it's just really, it's nice, man. It's not like, I have a thing with sea towns. I love them and I hate them. I hate the way they're all run down, and I wish they were sort of more looked after, because some of the buildings on the seaside towns of the UK are epic. So I love shooting them from that aspect, and I kind of like the derelict look of a seaside town as well. So I do like shooting it, but I hate being there, and I think, like, why would anyone choose to go there for a day out? If you weren't a photographer, why are you going there? It's just hot. It's just horrible. They're full of shit shops and cheap betting shops and crap clothes shops, and yeah, I'm not even going to go into it. But anyway, you know what I mean. But I like shooting them. But anyway, Mersey is real nice. Mersey's like a fisherman's town, a fisherman's island. There's still boats down on the seafront. It's not all commercialised. There's not a fucking Costa coffee there. I'm saying that, and I'm trying to think if there is a Costa there now. I don't think there's anything like that down there, but it's all sort of independent stuff. It's cool. Go check it out. But anyway, so he stayed at Mersey, and we got up next day, and we were collaborating with Stitches and Steel and Surf Against Sewage, where they did a beach cleanup. And it was also tied in with, so they were based at Mersey Island Water Sports, which is obviously why we were there as well, because we wanted to sort of check them out and see about their facility, to write up in the blog. So we've got some images of the Mersey Island Water Sports Centre as well, which is really cool. And yeah, we went and did a beach cleanup, and yeah, it was cool. It's funny actually that they did a beach cleanup at Mersey, because it's probably one of the cleanest beaches in the UK, which is, as you can see from the photos, like, there wasn't a lot of, obviously there's always litter to pick up, but yeah, I can think of far worse beaches in the UK to be cleaning up. One reason why I love shooting black and white is because you're not dependent on the weather. Like, you don't need a clear day to go and shoot street photography if you're shooting black and white. A little bit of cloud contrast is needed to make an image with black and white. And I always found myself with my old Fujifilm, which I still have here, I would wait for days to go out and shoot, and I'd like convince myself it's not going to be worth filming today, like a YouTube video, or not going to be worth shooting photos because of the weather, because when I was shooting in colour. So, because obviously, like, light makes a massive difference with colour photography, and obviously light makes a difference in every type of photography, black and white as well. But I just feel with black and white, you can go out on a rainy day and the shots just look cool still. Whereas, like, they can still look cool in colour, but I just love the look of black and white. I just feel like I can shoot black and white all day, every day, and, you know, it gets the results I want. So same for this, like the beach cleanup, like some of these images, the clouds and everything like that, it's just wicked. And some of these photos, you'll see the sun in there, you know, and it still shows in black and white as well. Maybe not quite as strongly as in colour, but I love it. And then I went down to Leigh-on-Sea, which is another seaside town in Essex, which is really cool as well. It's a lot bigger than Mersey Island, but it's got some really cool, sort of shots. Shops on the seafront, tea rooms, as you can see here. Got some like the boatyard shots with all the chains and the anchors. The boats are still out on the sea, sort of bed when the tide was out, obviously, on that day. There's still a bit of graffiti and grit about it, which I do like. So I love shooting that, as you can tell by my London photos. apprentice shot these boys. So I shoot these lads' YouTube fitness channel called Arms Corleone and Quick Sessions. So I've shot them for years. But these are some black and white images just to finish off this video from a gym in London. I can't actually remember the name of the gym, but it's a really gritty old school gym. And obviously I had this in my pocket, and some of the photos out of here are really cool just because of the environment and stuff like that. And these boys actually were one of the first people to say, actually, we really like the black and white photos that you're producing at that little camera. So yeah, there's a few photos there from that, but yeah, that wraps up this week's images. And yeah, I just wanted to put these kind of videos out here to show that, you know, you don't have to go out and shoot street all the time to get better at photography. Like, you know, I want to get better, and I'm only going to get better with the 10,000 hour rule, having this in my pocket and shooting every day. Even if it only comes out a couple of times and you shoot 2 or 3 photos of the day, it's still better than just, it's there and it makes you want to shoot because you can see it. You know, if you're driving along, I always say this, why cameras are always better than phones for photography. It doesn't matter how shit the camera is, it will still be better than a brand new iPhone photography. And what I mean by that is, when you see this sat on your driver's passenger seat of your car, you're in the mindset of taking photos. You're like, oh, that would look good, and you pick it up, take a photo. When you see a phone, you don't. You see a phone as a phone, you don't see it as a camera. So it's a psychological thing. And just having this with you is making you think about photos and things like that. So that's the power of having a camera that you can fit in your pocket. And that's why I've just been loving the last sort of 6 months of photography, because I can do that. So that's what these videos are going to be about. I'll maybe think of a name for these, maybe a mini series of this, but they're basically just going to be weekly photos I've taken throughout the week. And they're going to be like probably quite boring photos, but it's all about making me trying to take a boring subject and make it interesting. Interesting enough that someone would sit here and watch this video to the end and enjoy the photos out of it. So that's it, and it's all just on a mission to make me a better photographer. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the photos, and yeah, I'll see you in another one for maybe potentially the next week's worth of work. But yeah, I might sit here and film one more video because I've got so much footage on this camera that I need to get out there and share. So I might make another one in the same position. It's such a nice day, so why not? Have a good one.